Hey, how's it going? Welcome, calling all ballers. Happy Saturday. Hope you're staying warm. Enough with me. We need to bring on the myth, the legend. We need to bring on Papa Brad. Hey,
Hello,
Papa,
hello,
how's it
hello.
going?
Hey, what's happening?
How is it going? How are you doing this
Man,
evening?
it's great to see you. High scores
It's
on tap, man.
it's
I'm glad to
great.
be here.
It's great to be seen. I'm glad to have you here. Glad to have everyone in the chat. Happy Turkey run, so to speak. We are just like a week out away from
Yeah.
Thanksgiving here. I'm excited. That's some of the favorite time of the year for
No,
me.
we're all eating good. We're eating
We're,
good. High
we're
scores on tap.
we're eating good, and it starts the official season where between Thanksgiving and January 1st, calories do not count.
They
So
do
you
not
can
count anymore. It's
they
free
do not.
calories.
It is free calories, so you can eat all you wish. So double up on that pecan pie and on that turkey there. I was going to start a poll, and you can, and just people in the chat there. I was talking with my wife today, and we were getting the turkey and getting ready for Thanksgiving. Do you like your turkey deep fried, or do you like it traditionally in the oven? I've had it both ways. Personally, I'm more of the oven fan. I don't like it. I don't like it deep fried. I don't know what you think about that, Papa.
Yeah, I
By the
like
way.
I like it more like the traditional in the oven, but they can both be good, I'm sure. I'm sure they can both be great. So
Yeah, I'm just more of a traditional oven type. But man, what this is a great time. People should be getting ready for off work, out of school. It is a great time to fire up those at game devices and getting some game on. Get your game on.
that's
This
what I'm talking
is
about, man. It's time to play some games.
it is time to play some games. This is the time, and at games is the place. And I do want to say thanks to you, thanks to at games. I have actually been accepted in the referral program.
All
So
right. Well
hopefully
done, at
this.
games.
Thank you. So maybe later this week there'll be a video coming out, provided they'll approve that. But
Awesome.
a little bit bigger than the link. I don't care if you get it from me or Papa Brad, just as long as you're getting your goods and you're getting those discounts. For me, it's just a nod that, hey, they're okay with me making some more at games content, which I absolutely love to do. And there's a lot of good content to be made. And what a week. We had South Park.
South Park.
South Park came out this week. This is, look at that. Gotta love some
Yo,
South Park.
Kenny.
Yeah, I always have TV posts. Yeah, Ad Games is pretty sweet.
It is pretty. It's funny because some people, I mean, like they'd never played South Park before, and they were rudely awakened when the game came out, and they saw the difficulty of the game. But I mean, that's the way South Park is. It's always been that way.
So South Park was the very first. This was long before at games and one ups and everything. South Park Virtual Pinball was the very first virtual pinball that I ever played, and I was on the fence. I'm like, is virtual pinball really going to be good as real pinball? I mean, this is going to suck. And I played it, and I was hooked. And to this day,
Oh yeah,
and it plays just like the at games. South Park plays just like it did back in the day.
I know, but you're playing it in a cabinet, which is a
I'm
whole
pl-
nother experience.
Yes.
Once you play in a cabinet, it's hard to go back to playing the console. I mean, I like it both ways, but playing on a cabinet's so much more immersive. As far as the way the game feels when you're playing it.
So South Park to me, that was a great prescription because it came out Wednesday. I believe it was Wednesday that it came out. So I had a tough day at work on Wednesday, and all I could think about was getting home playing South Park. And ironically, when South Park originally came out, it came out on Comedy Central, and I believe Wednesday night was the premiere. Wednesday night at 9 p.m. And
that's cool.
I believe it was Wednesday night at 9 p.m. I was able to fire up my at games device, play some South Park, and the day's trouble just kind of melted away. And that's what these things are.
I know, it's great. And like, this is the kind of table, there's so much going on. It's so deep. There's so many modes. There's so many characters that have little mini modes that you unlock that really you have to stick with it long enough to even figure out what the game has to offer.
Yeah.
It I mean, really some people, they're never going to get they're never going to get to see all the things because you really got to play it enough that you start to see, how all the characters unlock. And of course, this game, because it's an early Zen pinball game, there's a lot of time shots too, which make it even harder. Because if you don't make that shot within a certain time, it goes away and you just start over. So
I turned 12 or 13. I don't know. I turned into a young man again because you hit the bus and you lock the balls and you get multi-balls, but it's not just any multi-balls. It's the Mr. Hanky doo-doo balls. And I'll tell you what, when you're knocking around doo-doo balls,
crazy.
I had to hit that pause, but I was laughing and giggling like I was 12.
And I love it. I love it when they do is it the Randy mode where the Bat Dad appears and he starts
Bat
moving back and
Dad.
forth? I mean, this table is just filled with like little Easter eggs and little things, but you have to play it long enough to figure it out, you know?
Yep.
It doesn't hold your hand. This is not, not for new, it's not an easy table for someone just starting.
No, it is not. Penelope and my family get it. They just finished playing the Butter show while waiting for the show to start. Butters is another excellent.
Yeah, that's a great table. It's a lot easier too, which I think is good because I think some people were shocked when they played South Park. Some reviewers.
Penelope. Hi, Penelope.
Penelope. That's right.
No, it's Penelope. I told my wife, man, she goes, "You're a dumbass." I was like, "Yeah, I guess I am." So I don't know, but having fun with it. South Park is there's some wizards on there. I would get on the leaderboards a little bit and get right knocked back off.
Gameplay. Would you say it's spot on? Because like some people are like, "Oh, it's stuttering." No, that's the way it is. That's the way the game is on Zen.
It's what the game is. And I tell you what, a lot of these games, I'm all about trying to hit those leaderboards and trying to be competitive. But I'm just going to be honest with you. When I play South, I could care less about I enjoy the game so much. And
I do too. And what I do is I kind of like pick a character and I kind of like aim at like, can I get to all the way through this character's little mini mode or whatever? Can I get to the end of it just to see, because there's so many different characters that you can get to see the little different modes that they have. It's pretty cool.
I don't know. It's toilet humor. It is childish it's right up my alley, Papa.
That's right. Cheers, man. They knocked it out of the park, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Zen Pinball knocked it out of the park. If you love South Park, there's no way you can't love the South Park pinball. So, I mean, it's just well done.
So
like people were like talking about the graphics. I'm like, you could see the corrugation on the cardboard. I mean, how much sharper? I mean, it's made out of paper cutouts, the show, right? How much sharper do you want it?
Yeah, it's 5 stars all day for me. Great job Atgames. Great job Zen. Please, we need Family Guy next. Let me have the Cleveland show, and let's get Archer. Archer's another good.
Yeah, it's great to hear from you because you're a massive South Park fan. Like
I am.
I knew like if there's anyone whose opinion I could trust on this table, it would be High Scores and Tab because you've told me all the time. You're like, I remember when they were talking about the skins that could possibly come out. Remember when they did that poll a long time ago at Games?
Yeah,
I think they did on Wagner's channel where they had all the different skins. When South Park came up, you were like, they need to do a South Park skin. I was like, yeah, this is the guy that knows South Park. So if it was, you would say something if it was off.
Yeah, definitely. And and don't get me wrong, I love my Adams family here, but I seriously contemplated there, and I'm still back and forth. Like, do I reskin this for South Park? What does that topper look like? And the wheels are clicking. The wheels are clicking. So I don't know if someone gets frustrated on down the road and I see one cheap on Marketplace, I may end up with a South Park one. I don't know. Just saying. But South Park was just one of the things that was good coming out of Atgames this week. PK, they haven't officially announced it yet, but they're toying the idea with offering some in-house financing with $500 down. That's some pretty exciting news. Now nothing's been said yet, but more ways to pay is always good, and there's other people offering 0% interest, which I think is good. And there's a lot of talk. Well, if you can't afford to buy it outright, you don't need to get it all. Your own budget, and believe it or not, for me, for a mental health standpoint, getting lost in these arcade games, it's a little bit cheaper than therapists or.
Yeah, it's a good stress relief. I agree. Yeah. And people buy all kind of luxury items. They finance them. It's just another luxury item. That people can choose to finance if they want. And I think it's good. Just to have more options is always good, right?
Yeah, always more options is always better. And I don't have things up. I'm not. You may have it, Papa Brian. I don't even know if they've released it yet. You can clue me in. But what's bigger than Thanksgiving is the Black Friday, and I believe Black Friday sales Atgames will be having a sale on Black Friday. So, always about the person has everything. I'm always about the pinball packs, mods, the Bit Pixel, which this next year we are going to redo this. I'm looking forward to that Bit Pixel.
Yeah, the Pixel's cool.
So there's going to be some good sales going on as well. Atgames did announce that there is a delay for the natural history. I'm okay with this. I rather them take their time and get it right.
Yeah, because once that bell is rung, it's rung. Like, don't release it if it's not ready. Keep working, polish it, get it right. Make it awesome. Because right now, I think they did pretty good on the first 2 packs. So this one needs to carry on that tradition. It needs to be consistently good.
Yep. And maybe I'm not a good enough wizard at these pinball tables, Papa. But
No.
I mean, to me, I haven't mastered one table before they come out with 3 more.
I know.
Take your time. Take your time. Let us enjoy what we have. Let it cook for a little bit longer, man. Make those necessary adjustments that need to be made in there. I am running my mouth. I don't want to get too far ahead. I do want to recognize some people that's in the chat. It's a huge thrill to have y'all here. We've got my family is here. Sacro, glad you are here.
Excellent gamer.
Yeah, Michelle L. Awesome to have you. Wingo. Hello, Wingo. Glad you're here. Thanks for being here. Yo, that's awesome to have you here. What a blessing.
Mad Ben Han.
Mad Ben Han. He's
awesome. We know that name on the leaderboards.
Yes, he is.
He's legit. He is legit wizard. For sure.
Yeah. Way better player than I was.
Cheers, Brooklyn. Glad you're here.
Yes. Cheers, Brooklyn.
Always welcome.
Absolutely. Hosted the show while I was doing the
I know. Vegas I love Brooklyn. He's awesome.
Did an awesome job. Awesome job. I'll take a swig of this here.
Yeah.
That may have some adult spirits or may not have some adult spirits. Mm-hmm. I'll never tell. But see here, Mad Ben Han, Brooklyn Minutes. Wow, fail. Wow, fail. Wow,
fail's here.
Welcome
we got Israel Gaming. Israel Gaming's here.
Wow.
He has a cool video. He's doing a mod on a Tempest. He's doing a really cool custom Tempest that he won some of the parts off of Arcade Talk.
Oh, wow.
So it's going to be really exciting to see how it comes out.
I will have to definitely check that out.
If you're not subscribed, he is a new YouTuber. I'd like to get him to 100. So anyone that watches this on replay, go drop Israel Gaming a sub.
Yeah, that will be
Israel,
happening.
You can put a link to your channel in the chat and we'll put it up.
Yeah, absolutely. Put that in there. I'm not sure. I don't think I'm subscribed to you yet, but I guarantee you I will be watching your content when this stream is over. And it's not going to go 3 or 4 hours. I can't do an Arcade Talk. I'm probably one of the shortest streams. One of the shortest streams on YouTube. Maybe. Fail says he's finally awake when I stream. Awesome. Glad to hear it there. So thank you. If I did not call your name out, man, just thank you. It means the world to me that you actually show up to this poo-poo show. But for everyone to come together and some camaraderie and chat it up in the chat, it goes by leaps and bounds for me.
Yeah, and we're just trying to grow a community of players that want to, that like to compete for the joy of competition.
That's all it's about. That's all I've ever wanted.
Not for hands out, not for handouts, not for prizes, but just the joy of competing. I mean, that's why I compete in all these tournaments. I just like to compete. It's fun.
I like to compete and to keep this hobby alive and bring more and new people into this stream here. So I guess I will shift gears a little bit. I'm going to talk a little bit more about Atgames because they do their Flipper Friends. I do want to put that up. If they've got a tournament going on right now, and they've got a 4K and they got their HD tournaments, and that's one thing. Atgames, I was kind of wondering at first if they're going to be consistent on this, and they are consistent.
They are consistent. Yeah,
they are bringing the HD and the 4K. So if you got the 4K, we have got Going Nuts going on, Bubble Bobble, and of course South Park. Hello, children. Love some South Park, man. Never gets all through. And then in the HD tournament, they got Cactus Jack, Fire Mountain, and Bubble Bobble as well. I want to go to that Cactus Jack, Papa, because this has been a week. Atgames has brought the nostalgia for me.
Yeah,
one with South Park because that brings back memories. I can remember my son running around and going, "Mom, Dad's watching Bad Toon Tunes," But Cactus Jack takes me back too. Cactus Jack was from 1991, Papa Brad.
Gottlieb table, a classic.
And And there was a lot going on in 1991. So if you wasn't around in 1991, and it really brought some nostalgia back because I was a young teenager then. Let me show you what 1991 looked like. This was 1991. We had
check out that mullet.
We had the mullet haircuts. We drove the IROC Camaro. All the rage.
Camaro's bitching. That's a bitching Camaro.
We were doing boot scooting boogie. It was line dancing, country singing, and we had Little Richard.
Oh yeah,
Little Richard giving us the Taco Bell commercial in 1991. That was everything going on in 1991. And to play Cactus Jack in 1991, to hear that Waterman, here you go, nincompoop. It just really took me back to a different time.
Awesome.
So this sparked some memories when I seen that come up on the Flipper and Friends, and Cactus Jack is it can be an unforgiving table, but man, what a
yeah, I love that table. I love all the Gottlieb tables. And the thing that's great is, you look, we got 6 tables right there that we could play in, right?
Yes.
Absolutely. 6 totally different experiences, a prototype Gottlieb, you've got Bobble, modern kind of video game themed pinball. We got a TV themed pinball, South Park from Zen Studios. We got Cactus Jacks from Gottlieb. We got Fire Mountain, a classic retro table, and they're not leaving anyone out. If you have the HD and you have the Bobble, you can play it there too. But I mean, I always put a score in all of them,
Yeah,
I just like to play. I like to see how I'm doing, Can I hang in there? How
this is
with the Zen, it's almost a challenge just to stay on the leaderboards.
It really is.
They only have 50 slots.
Yeah.
So you really
need
got
to
to
open
play
that up
well to hang in there.
Yeah, they need to open those slots up so we can see more. But if you play those, I mean, of course, South Park is just a challenge to get on the leaderboard. But like going nuts, there's no strategy there. You're on a timer. You just knock.
There is a strategy because you got to hit that. I learned from playing it here on Calling All Ballers. I learned that when you hit that little light at the top, it kind of gives you like a reset.
It gives you an extra ball.
There is some strategy. Yeah, an extra ball.
There's
some strategy involved. It's a lot of luck.
But you're going to stand a good chance on hitting that leaderboard there. But as long as you play and post a score in that 4K, I mean, 3 people, they're going to give away $50. 3 more people, $25, and then 3 more random people, $10. And even on the HD, 3 random people are going to win, $15.
Yeah, Matt Ben Hand says there's definitely a strategy in going nuts. Yeah, I do agree because like my scores were terrible till we did the Calling All Ballers tournament.
Yeah,
and then I was kind of listening to some of the stuff Gregory was saying in the Facebook group. By the way, there's a Facebook group for Calling All Ballers. We talk about these games all week. We're posting in different things in there that are related to pinball and nostalgia. It's a really great Facebook group that's connected to this too. If you didn't know, because some people are just watching this on YouTube.
Yeah.
So definitely go to the Facebook group and connect with us on there.
Yeah, you can connect with us there. And you can also connect with us on the Discord page. On the unofficial Atgames Legend group, they have a Discord page. So if you're worried about getting put in Facebook jail or worried, of what you say,
you Discord too. Mm-hmm.
You can go to Discord and it's a free for all. It can be NC-17. I try to keep it PG. I may slip every now and then, but
yeah, we're doing pretty good.
YO says he is not a fan of the 4K tables for the tournament, but he'll stick with Calling All Baller tables.
Well, we're glad you're here. We're glad you're here.
Absolutely.
We're definitely going to play the classics. I cannot believe we don't have more people playing. Look at the games we've played in the arcade tournament so far. Frogger.
Yep.
Galaga.
Yep.
I mean, Robotron.
Yep.
Galaxian. We're playing all the. I mean, if you talk about classic arcade, we're playing the most classic, the best of the 80s arcades. And, we should have, 5 times as many people playing. I mean,
you don't even have to have an you don't even have to have an Atgames device. You can have your
arcade one up. We don't
your
care.
PlayStation don't care.
We don't care. Come post a score.
Come post a score, please.
Knock Papa Brad down. Knock Sacro down. Come on in here.
Absolutely.
We want everyone to play. Come on. Let's see what you got.
Absolutely. Speaking of the tournaments, let's talk a little bit about them. I'll put up the first one. We had the final of Mystic. So if you don't know, before I pull this up, we do have a 12-week tournament that's running right now.
It's free.
It's free to play.
All you got to do is post a score with your phone or on the computer. There's nothing to it. It's all free.
Yeah, it's all free. It's a point accumulative. So at the end of this 12 weeks, the top dog is going to get a trophy. If you're late coming to the game, hey, that's okay, because we are going to give away a Super Pocket, which is a portable gaming device. So there's going to be a random winner. So all you got to do is compete in the tournaments. You know, you don't have to be the top dog.
One of these, not this one, not this one. It's my Atari.
Not that one.
One like this. Yeah, it's like a little miniature Evercade. It's like a little gaming device.
Be a new title one, new in the box.
Brand new.
Coming to you. Just for competing, guys. Just for competing. So we'll pull up the first one here that we'll talk about, and that is Mystic and Mystic Star. And I have to tell you, Papa, you were talking about, I was chasing score. I can't, early on, I put that score 22,970 early in the week. That was actually a pretty decent score. It's feeling pretty good for myself.
These tables for me are very frustrating. These are all about nudging. It's 100% nudge table. There's only so much of this I could take, honestly, on this the level of retro. But I do enjoy playing it. Believe it or not, this took me several times just to get a score that was not that far off the back. The first few times I said, I can't even post this score. It's so low. But these tables for me are very frustrating because they have gigantic. I mean, that's like all open gap, and just like you got to nudge and bounce the ball off, to try to keep it in play.
I was trying so hard to chase on this. I think I've got about 6 hours just on this table. I was trying I just couldn't do it.
You're in the top 5, man.
Couldn't hang, but Papa Brad, you got in on it. I mean,
I did get it on it. And believe it or not, this is like one of many tries to get that piddly score that I got. So
you're still here.
This is not my jam, but you can see I'm close to YO. I'm not too far below.
No,
I just didn't want to be so far below on this one,
Just whichever way the ball went. But Papa Brad, I mean, 13,760. I mean, congratulations. Thanks for being here. Gazoo, 13,820, just ahead of you. And YO was just ahead of that at 13,870.
Look how close the last 3 are. It's like we're like within like probably a few bumper hits of each other.
It just depends on which way that ball bounced.
Yeah.
Michelle L. Good job. 14,290. Sacro, 15,210. Stuffback, 64,140, 21,010. Nico, 69,369. Fail at 22,180. I came in at 22,970. Then you get the real ballers in, and even at that, man, I feel like a lot of us held our own there because
you were right in there. High scores and tab. You're not too far off. I mean, that's the top 5 are close.
Yeah, Cyril, 24,100. Z and A, 26,560. Gregory amused to death at 27,760, and then Hunter just knocks it out of the park at 37,120 there. So, very, very, very close indeed. YO, that was I had a lot of fun playing that table, and
congratulations to Gregory too for a top 3 finish. Number 2, that's pretty good. These are the ballers. This group, you got a lot of good players.
Yeah,
good players coming here playing. So. If you're in the top 5 in this group, that's pretty good.
Yeah, my wife came out a few times like, honey, it's just a game. It's okay. It'll be all right. I mean, it's like, no, it's not.
She threatened to take your power cord.
She didn't on that game. There's been a few of them that she's ready to take that power cord away. But I don't know. I get passionate and just get lost in it, and I absolutely I love it.
Yeah, it's great.
So we'll pull up our next one here, and that was Red Show. This is another fun one, Red Show Deluxe. I struggle with this game a little bit, but I have fun playing it. We got YO that come in at 14,894. Papa Brad, 57,433,480. Michelle L, 518,170. Sacro, 78,895,670. Retro Tech X YT.
Awesome.
Glad you're here. 79,793,690. High scores on tap, 104,064,710. Nico at 69,369. 111,007,60. Z and A, 120,625,000. Gregory coming in at 127,689,000. Fail, excellent score, 133,889,000.
3.
Steph Beck, 64,140, 188,412,000. And then we have the real ballers coming in here. Hunter at $341,169,960. And Cyril at $529,407,000. And with Cyril's score, I've got the feeling he got to 529 million. He's like, I'm tired.
I've played long enough.
I think he was like Forrest Gump. I'm tired of running, and it just I think I'll go home now.
Yeah. I mean, because this is a long playing table. Even my score, it's a long playing table. I mean, you could play this one for quite a while if if you've got a little bit of pinball skill.
Yeah, it is a long one to play, and I'll tell you what, that can be aggravating too, especially if you get a long run and you're playing for 20 minutes and then you slip or whatever and it goes down that ball drain and like, oh man. And then the next one drains within like 2 seconds. It's usually how my luck goes with it. I don't know. Your mileage may vary. Pardon me as I take a sip of.
We got way too fast for you is coming in. What's up, guys?
All right. Hey, way
too fast for you. Good. Glad you're here.
Glad for being here. Thank you. So that was we had a bonus table this week, I do believe.
Top hand.
Yep, I'll pull that up here. We had top hand. So top hand, not another one of my jams. This was one I didn't have here. I had at work, so I had to. I took my HD. My HD is not in. I'm tight on space, guys. So my HD I took to work so everyone could enjoy it. So I had to sneak in early in the mornings and try to get in a game or two. So I couldn't put in the work on this, but still an excellent fun game. But Papa Bright at 11,540. Zeke Boy, 18,410. That's a new one. Welcome.
Mm-hmm.
High scores on tap, 22,210. Fail at 32,760. Gazoo at 35,150. Michelle L at 38,970. Z and AA 42,590. Sacro at 42,830. YO.
Good job, YO.
Yeah, 44,680. That's an excellent score. Not too far behind that. Ahead of you is Amused Death with Gregory at 50,490. Then top three, congratulations. And then you got Hunter coming in at 59,210. Yeah. And then you have Cyril at 71,130 taking top dog prize. So excellent job, guys. Pull this off here. So I'm going to take another sip here of Papa Brad's elixir. Good stuff. You can get that on Papa Brad's shop, by the way.
Oh yeah.
It makes the
the beverages taste extra good.
It really does. It makes that the spirit hit a little bit tougher there.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely nice. So let's take a look at next week. So the tournament, we've got just a couple weeks left, guys. This week's tournaments, we got Woods Queens Remake 2019. I can't say this. Naturalis.
Nautilus.
That too.
It's Nautilus Remake.
It's what's on your screen right there, boys and girls.
Yeah, it's Nautilus. Nautilus Remake, yeah.
And it is that along with Supersonic Retro, that is going from now until Thanksgiving night, this next Thursday, midnight, your time zone. So whatever your time zone is, midnight, that's what we're going to. So if you're chasing scores and it's out of your time zone, you may have to stay up a little bit later. Mad Ben Hand says, congratulations to everybody. I agree. Congratulations. Thank you all for playing.
Of course, we got the Supersonic Retro.
Yes.
As well for another retro table. But you know what kept me from getting higher scores last week?
What's
that?
I
was playing this one. I was playing this.
Fishtails.
That was our Arcade Talk tournament game. So, Fishtails was calling me, and that is a fantastic game as well. So, but man, we're like in a golden age. We're getting to play all these great pinball tables all the time now.
Yeah, absolutely.
I did cut a little video for Woods Queen if you want to show it.
Yeah, roll that beautiful bean footage.
Okay, let's check out some Woods Queen action here.
Yeah, let's.
Papa Brad's Gaming coming at you with what I consider to be one of the sexiest tables on Atgames Legends Pinball 4KP. Of course, I'm talking about the amazing Woods Queen 2019. Let's check it out. This is an absolutely gorgeous pinball table. This is a table that I love because it really has a great flow to it, and it also accentuates and lets you really hear the SSF. Let's talk a little bit about the game. One of the coolest things is you can get a multi-ball easily. You hit the middle spot targets to light the word lock, and then you got to hit 2 balls in the middle to the left hole. If you rotate the spinner 30 times, you get a kickback. Welcome to the jungle, baby. It really sounds like a jungle with this amazing sound on this premium pinball. I'll tell you what, this is the kind of thing I got the 4KP for. Keep hitting the left orbit to light one of the vulture letters. Complete all the letters and you get 10 million points. The game has a multiplier. When you pass the top rollovers to light the words ape, it advances the multipliers. With the notable upscan and graphics fidelity and the amazing sound, this is the kind of upgrades I was hoping to get when I moved to the Legends Pinball 4KP. Glad to see that this table is so well represented. Let's get back to some gameplay of Woods Queen and a little homage to the Jungle Queens as we play.
2 million. Spot award. $2 million. 2 million. Ball is locked. Multi-ball is lit. Bonus times 2. Multi-ball. Jackpot. Double jackpot. Jackpot. Double jackpot. Triple jackpot. Super jackpot. $2 million. Look out.
Well, anyway, that's enough Woods Queen. There's more of it on my channel, but
That's awesome.
I mean, how can you not be stoked to play that all week? I mean, look, that is a
Absolutely.
beautiful table. I mean, isn't it?
It really is. You said something in that video that
Beautiful table.
you said, "Hey, I'm looking for this is one of the reasons why I got the 4K to see that
Yeah.
that upgrade." And with that being said, and it just made me think there for a minute. Atgames is not forgetting about these tables because I believe it was just last week. Black Hole, they've got updates, so they're still updating
Yeah.
and tweaking these older games with the back glass and everything. But just some nostalgia. You said, going to the 4K to see the upgrades, and whew, man, that girl is beautiful on that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, this is an easy one for me to recommend. Go watch the rest of my video. It's got a lot more Jungle Queen homage in it all the way through it. But
Goofyfoot, I'm not entirely sure exactly which pack that is. I believe it was in the Sakari, one of the Sakari packs there, or the Zachariah packs, or however you say that. But it is it's definitely worth getting. It's definitely a fun
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely a fun table too. Like when I need a break and I just need a table to relax and enjoy playing, it's one I go back to a lot because it's like you can play it. It doesn't have a lot of cheap drains and stuff. It's a very predictable, very old school feeling pinball rules,
Yeah.
but just very well done. It flows really well. I think the flow
Yeah.
on it's excellent. Pack 10. Thanks, Michelle.
Pac-10, awesome.
There you
Yeah,
go.
Woods Queen is it's good. The sound is good, but Woods Queen is still another one. If you want to take the volume and turn
Mhm.
that all the way down, and take your tunes and turn it all the way up,
That's right.
you
It's like
can
one of
get
those ones that you could imagine being in a bar or something. And it
absolutely.
does really sound, they really did a lot with the SSF kit on it on the 4KP. Like you could hear the ball rolling and the jungle sounds and stuff.
Yeah,
So there's quite a bit they did to it with the 4KP, but it's a fun table. I highly recommend it to
yeah.
anyone.
And if you've never played a 4K, honestly, and it was I can remember seeing it premiere in Chicago. If you play a 4K and you close your eyes and hit those buttons, you swear you're playing a real pinball machine. That's how
Yeah, yeah.
real. I'd like
And
to see
you
that
really have to
challenge.
have it in a fairly quiet room where you really get to experience the soundscape the way it was designed to be. When you're in like at a show or something, there's like 1,000 arcades running. You really can't hear anything good. You really can't. But when you have that pinball cranked up in a room, where it's just that sound, it's really good. It's
I'd
really
be
good.
that'd be a good bit. I would like to see that if you had a real haunted house and then the Atgames haunted house side by side and you blindfolded someone. Can you tell the difference between the two? I mean, it's that spot to me. Y'all, your mileage may vary, but to me, it is that spot on
Yeah,
for me.
yeah. It definitely heightens the experience. The SSF is the best upgrade you can make to the 4K.
Absolutely. So I'm looking through here, and we played an arcade game this week. We played
Sure did.
Robotron,
Did Robotron.
and
Let me tell you what, Sacro brought some heat. It took me about 30 games to get my score. I
yeah,
had to keep playing over and over and over. But I'm a pretty good Robotron, I'm a pretty competent Robotron player. But Sacro came in hot. Like we went back and forth a few times.
yeah.
And that 190,400 was no easy feat to beat. Let me tell you, that is a killer score for Robotron. So I had my work cut out for me. Like I said, it took me about 30 games to get that score I got.
Yeah, I struggled with this one as significantly, and I had several hours just to put up that 27,000 score. But it's a fun game. It plays really well. There's it's Papa and Sacro, Gregory, high score 7 fell. Guys, where are you? Where are you? I know y'all got access to this game, so you can you need to be playing on that. So congratulations, Papa. This week.
Yeah. This is one of those games that's kind of tough. It's a real fast-paced game. It's a dual joystick. It's just like running and shooting. A lot of action. But I think this week's game we're going to get a lot more people playing.
Yeah, let me pull this up to the stage here.
Rage Quit, Game of the Week.
Awesome.
Well, Rage Quit, and this week it's going to be Galaxian.
Man, another classic.
This game could be confusing because it's like, am I playing Galaxian or am I playing Galaga?
I know. This was the first video game in color. Did you know that?
I did not know that. So the first,
This was the very first video game, arcade game in color.
now I know
And
this was an answer to Space Invaders, and I believe Galaga. Well, this was a sequel to Galaga, I do believe.
no, actually, Galaga came third. This came after Space Invaders, and then Galaga came after this.
Gotcha.
They added
Those
the double
things.
ships. One of the things that really helps playing this game, though, as far as strategy-wise, your bullet goes all the way to the end of the screen. So a strategy
that.
I use all the time is I let the enemies get closer, and then if I miss, I don't have to wait as long to fire again. So, like, I time my shots a lot like the classic arcade game Dwarf is this way a little bit too. So you want to time your shots where they're closer to you, so you're not, you're not. That way You have to wait for it to get all the way off the screen before you get another bullet.
Wow.
So
That looks like fun there. I'm gonna mute this here while that plays. So this game this week is brought to you by Mileflex Arthritis Cream. If you're like me and you suffer from cramped hands from playing this game, get yourself some Mileflex Arthritis Cream. Available at your local pharmacy. Because you're gonna need it.
you could play Galaxians on the ALU. You can play it. You can just bring your own game. It's no problem to do that. You can play it on. I know it's on Arcade 1-Ups. Has a lot of them have the Galaxian, the Namco one that I had it the Pac-Man.
Yeah,
it's a Namco game. So, but you could play it anywhere. You could probably play it on a web browser. I'm sure if you just type in Galaxian free to play, you could probably play it on a web browser.
So there's no reason, everyone out there in internet land, to cramp your hands up and at least get a score.
Just use your keyboard. Just use your keyboard. We don't care. We don't care. However you want to play.
Because I'd love to be calling your name out this time next week after we're all from a turkey coma.
This game does have that sound of like that like whirring sound. It's really pretty cool effect. Yeah. You hear like the siren in the background.
Yeah.
And it really pulls me in when I'm playing it. I don't know what it is about it, but it's definitely got a charm.
That it does.
Yeah, but this person, you see, if they would have waited on their shots, like you don't want to waste your bullets because the bullet has to get all the way to the top before you get another one. So I would say the main strategy is fire when you can hit the enemy, because every wasted shot you got to wait for the ship to regenerate. But it's not that hard once you get used to it,
Definitely some fun times. Yeah.
This was revolutionary from Space Invaders because the enemies come at you, right? Space Invaders, they just went left and right. Now they're swooping down. Plus, it was in color. It was a pretty big deal when it came out.
So I am going to play this week, and I'm going to put up a score. It won't be as good as yours, but I'm going to keep a running tab of how many quarters it would have costed me to get to the score that I have put up. How many weeks allowances?
Yeah, well, I think Sacro's in the lead right now. He has a pretty good score. As
he always does. Sacro's a player.
He's an arcade gamer, no doubt about it. He has a good score.
And in the future, we love playing these retro games. I mean, if you have a game or a pinball table,
just recommend it to us.
Recommend it. We are flexible. We are easy. I'm sure we can accommodate that for you there. So if you have a suggestion, please let us know, and we'll be happy to throw that on the board and shout your name out. This week's game has been brought to you by whoever recommended that.
Yeah, I forgot we played Berserk too. I mean, we've played some really great classic arcade games here on the Calling All Ballers. We've had some of the greatest arcade games of all time.
We have. I see Pac-Man playing in the background there. We may need to do a Pac-Man or some point too.
Yeah.
And
Miss Pac-Man, that would be cool.
Miss Pac-Man, that's another good one. I always like the Miss Pac. I love the intermission. The sound.
Yeah, you get the 4 different screens. It's kind of like an evolution of Pac-Man.
Absolutely.
I remember Miss Pac-Man so vividly because when the first time I saw Miss Pac-Man was also the first time I saw the Haunted House pinball machine. The arcade that I went to, they had this at the time. Miss Pac-Man was so popular. They had multiple Miss Pac-Mans because they didn't want people to have to wait in line to play. This is crazy. This is what arcades were like in the 80s. I think they had like 3 or 4 Miss Pac-Mans. And I remember they had the Haunted House pinball, and it was so cool. I had to play it. But, after that one play on Haunted House, I shot the ball 3 times and it went right down the drain. I went to play in, some Miss Pac-Man and some Dig Dug and Yi Kung Fu and these games that I could play longer,
Yeah, I was more into the racing games.
Now we got infinite quarters, high scores and tap. We're living life. We're living large.
We are.
Now it's no problem. We could play as much as we want,
Yeah. Sacro's coming in here with some Phoenix and Jungle Hunt.
Oh, I'd love to do Jungle Hunt. Jungle Hunt's great. That'd be fun.
So we may have to get that on the boards this next week, or get some fan favorites in there, some Jungle Hunt. And Hell, we may run Jungle Hunt and Phoenix. You know, who knows? We can do it all here. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I missed, Papa. We need to talk about Arcade Talk. We need to talk about your.
Oh, I had something I wanted to show.
No,
I brought something for show and tell. Ready? Here's my show and tell.
Bring show and tell.
I have seen the dark shadows moving in the woods, and I have no doubt that whatever I have resurrected through this book is sure to come calling for me.
Groovy. Let's go. Hey, let me ask you something. Do you believe in the existence of evil? Shoot some ramps so we can get on with it. The only guarantees in life are death and taxes. And I don't pay taxes, so it's just death. Get this thing loaded. Daddy wants to play. Guns loaded. Wish I was.
Son of a...
How about a double-barrel breakfast, huh? Mmm.
Gotcha, didn't I, you little sucker?
Ah, this is probably gonna stain. I'd have to soak that. Ready? Aim.
Groovy.
Come up. You bash that big ugly bit of a deadite. Doesn't matter. Whatever you call it. Bash it.
For God's sake, what happened to her eyes?
Well, pretty sure I'm the favorite kid now. Look, I've been locked down there before. It ain't exactly Mardi Gras. Let's see, us versus two dead assholes in a book. I like these odds.
Even now we have our darling Linda's soul. Please, Ash, please don't hurt me.
Breakups are never easy. Cabin lock is lit. I wouldn't go in there, but, you know, knock yourself out.
Dar his hiker dans de rosa. Ganda.
Shut it off.
Ganda.
Shut it off.
Ganda.
Well, that's over.
Anyway, there's some Evil Dead pinball for you coming out.
That is awesome. I don't know who that male actor is, but he looks
Bruce
like
Campbell. Bruce
Campbell. He looks like Jim Carrey.
Ash, he's Ash. Yeah, it's the Evil Dead, man. You know, I'm a huge fan of spooky pinball. I really like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Halloween pinball tables that they made. And now they're coming out with the Evil Dead, which even looks better than anything they've done before with all the different mechanics. I mean, you got the pop-ups like on Medieval Madness popping out of the floor. You've got the double barrel ball launch shotgun. I mean, how cool is that?
It is cool. It is.
I mean, I gotta say, it's pretty. I mean, I don't know, for a trailer, I'm pretty stoked to play it, honestly.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing. I'll never be able to afford to buy it, but I am definitely looking forward. It will definitely get my $1.25 or whatever that charge may be to play a round or two.
Yeah. Well, you know, the next Southern Fried Gaming, this is going to be there for sure. So I just wanted everyone to. It just came out. Evil Dead. There's the topper. Look at this. Look at this bottom play field. Look how cool that is.
That is
like a kind of a tiny little pinball built into the floor of the machine. I think it's got a lot of cool stuff. I know we played Texas Chainsaw at Southern Fried Gaming against each other.
We did. That was a lot
That was
of
a
fun.
lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. And so maybe next time we can play this one and see how it goes, you know?
Yes, definitely looking forward to that this next go round. As soon as the dates are announced, I need to get that book for sure. Well, this has been it's been a great show. I did want to say that I want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. Have a safe Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Enjoy your family. Enjoy your family, your friends. It's time for giving thanks. Enjoy this. Everyone's off work, so now's the time. Get in on these tournaments. Play these tournaments.
Absolutely. And I just want to say too, I'm thankful for all my viewers that have been watching me. Just got this achievement, 775,000 views.
That's amazing.
So to all my haters that say Papa Brad doesn't get any views at all, I would beg to differ, and that is just one of my 3 channels that I run. So I get quite a bit of views. High Scores on Tap.
Fail. I know it's late. I want to thank you again, all the way from Sweden. So we're worldwide tonight, guys. 3 a.m. I have to sleep. Thank you for being here, Fail. It's always it's nice to finally have you in the chat. It's great to have you in the tournaments. It's great to have all of y'all in the tournaments as well. Happy Turkey Day to all. Like I said, be safe. Fire up those games, and as Papa's shirt there says, what's that say? Be legit.
That's right. Stay legit.
And I always want to see you guys on the leaderboard.
Take care. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys. Have a great holiday.
Play in the Calling All Ballers tournament.
Yes.
Free to play. Come join
Free to
us.
play.
Come play some games with us. We'd love to see you there.
Absolutely.
Calling all ballers.